LeBron's not the second option no more. That's Austin Reaves. Austin Reaves is not only the most important player outside of Luka on the Los Angeles Lakers, but one could argue he's the most important player in the NBA.
All right.
Hold on, but hear me out. Hold on, hear me out, Wendy.
He's asking you to keep.
No. It's not a settle down moment. It's a real moment because right now, when I look at this Laker team, we're talking about Austin Reaves auditioning because the biggest question out there is when they move on or if they move on from LeBron, which it seems like it's trending that way. Can Luka and Austin Reaves be those two franchise max guys that you could build the championship around? And if the answer is no, then we know that some other team out there in the league is going to believe that he's that guy. Okay, then. So my point, prove my point.
So Perk is talking about most important, not best role player, not best contract, most important. And it's making me want to ask respectfully, important in what way? Because when I break this shit down, to me, it's like importance versus convenience. Austin Reaves, in my opinion, y'all might not agree, but I feel like he is important because the Lakers kind of backed themselves into a corner. That's not necessarily greatness. That's kind of bad leverage, respectfully. I'm like, if your argument is Austin Reaves is important because you might have to overpay him or the Lakers might lose him for nothing, that's more panic mode than actual value. You know, it's like saying a spare tire is more important than the engine because you already popped 3 tires. Like, it just kind of makes no sense. And Austin Reaves, respectfully, he has done what? No All-Star appearances, no All-NBA, no playoff metrics that shift the league. So how is he suddenly the most important player in the NBA? I just don't understand what Kendrick Perkins is talking about. And when you kind of look or project what the Lakers will look like in the future, absolutely Luka could use an Austin Reaves to pair with him for these next couple years, but nothing is guaranteed. And respectfully, Luka nor Austin has ever, got to the promised land and got it actually done. So neither one of those guys have any real hardware. They're still searching. So, respectfully to me, it's like, what has Austin Reaves done to earn that label? To say that he's now second in line with the Lakers as much as being one of the most important players in the NBA. I mean, I just don't get it. And then again, it just seems like it's another shot thrown at James because LeBron's importance, whether y'all like it or not, to me, goes way beyond basketball. It's like LeBron still controls the room. James still got the players' ears. Agents is going to listen. Stars watch. The front office, they pay attention. Like, this new front office for the Lakers by Mark Walters, they don't want to be remembered as the group that fumbled LeBron James' exit, to be honest, because if you do LeBron dirty, that message is definitely going to travel fast around the league. And, that kind of goes into what we were talking about yesterday with cap space. Cap space means nothing without trust at the end of the day. Yeah, the Lakers are projected to have the most cap space this summer. That's all cool. But again, cap space means nothing without trust. It's just empty promises. You think that the stars are lining up if the story becomes they pushed out LeBron for Austin Reaves, even with Luka? Like, I just think that that's a bad look. This season versus building something, I think are just two different stories. I used to be on kind of building for the future with the Lakers, but right now with everything, I don't want to say limbo, but it's still a roller coaster ride. I feel like the Lakers need to worry about this season specifically. You got LeBron free agency, you got Luka settling in. This roster don't really seem to be locked in as much. Miss me right now with building for the future talk. I know that's ultimately what this organization is trying to do, but I think the most important thing right now isn't Austin Reaves. It's winning the NBA title this season. Win now and let the chips fall later. That's my thoughts on what Perkins had to say about Austin Reaves being so important.